Hi, everyone. This is Tracy Malone from narcissistabusesupport.com. I am here to answer a question that people often come into my screen with or ping me on any kind of social media and say, what really defines a narcissist? Because if we look at the DSM-5, which is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, which is where all personality disorders, all mental things are defined as these are the criteria for a psychologist, psychiatrist, a therapist to diagnose someone with narcissistic personality disorder, right? So if we look at what it says in that for a narcissist, a grandiose sense of self-importance. Oh, it's a tongue twister, sorry. Exaggerates their achievements is the second one. Believes that they are special, requires excessive admiration and validation, and entitlement. Now, I am not saying that those aren't all true because they sure the heck are. But what we need to understand that the reality is those don't really align with the behaviors of what a narcissist does, right? They often use false love to manipulate people into loving and serving them. They're extremely selfish. They feel no guilt, no shame, no empathy. They intimidate, they stalk, they lie, they charm is one of their first weapons. That's a given, right? They wear masks, and masks are personas that they're pretending to be someone who they're not. And so it's hard for someone to fall in love with someone because they're just being presented with this fakeness, right? And they always have a victim story. If you look into their history, they have a series of situations in their life, whether it be work or relationships or family, where they were the victim. And of course, victims are the victims, and so they sound like us. They know exactly how to do it. But it's to garner your empathy, garner your sympathy, and garner you to help them and sort of come to their rescue in a way, even though they don't really need rescuing. They're just putting it out there to get you to feel bad for them and to take care of them, right? Narcissists also love to project. So any allegations that they are accusing you of doing, they're doing it. It's just a given. It comes right out of the box. If they're saying it and accusing you of it, chances are they're doing it, right? They use their children as weapons. They live secret lives. Many narcissists, when we find out the truth in the end, have had many not only affairs, but I've had some clients that have had other marriages and they didn't know that their spouse was married to someone else at the same time. Like, you can't make that shit up, right? They take advantage of others and they hurt people without any remorse or empathy. That's where the no empathy part comes in here, right? So if you're wondering, what does a narcissist like really defined? Those are some of the things, right? The hurtful lies, the cheating, the gaslighting, the coercive control to make you feel that you don't have a choice unless you succumb to whatever they're asking for is basically what a narcissist is. It's not a pretty picture. And the next part of this question, I just want to answer real quick. Can they change? If I had to say, there are therapists and psychologists. There are psychologists. I wouldn't even say therapists venture to try to cure a narcissist, but there are many that psychologists that do. And the amount of work to undo their trauma is not something they usually want to do. I've talked to many therapists, psychiatrists that do work with narcissists, and the bottom line is they come in and they go, well, I don't really want to change. I know my boss is making me come in here, but yeah, my wife is making me come here. My husband is making me come here, but I kind of like the way I am and it serves me. So most of them are not going to change. They might go through the motions and pretend, look, I'm cured. And as soon as they hook you back, 5 minutes later, they're back to their routine and the idealized, devalue, discard cycle of abuse continues, right? So it's almost a con to tell you, oh, I'm cured now. You can take me back. No problem. I'm all better. I went to 3 therapy sessions. No, from what I understand, the therapy for someone to sort of deprogram their narcissistic behaviors is years and years of therapy. And I'm not just talking once a week, I'm talking several times a week, lots of accountability, and they just don't make it. So that's what a narcissist truly is defined as. This is Tracy Malone. If you need more information on narcissism, I have a website, narcissistabusesupport.com. Thousands of resources for you, blogs and where you can get help and legal advice and this and that. There's just so much stuff on my website so that you can figure out exactly. I have a red flag checklist. Go download that and see. Oh my God, I check every single box. Ding. We don't need more validation than that. I actually do have a rubber stamp that I hold up. Whoop, for clients, rubber stamp. We don't care what we call them. If they do all those behaviors, you don't want them in your life. So this is Tracy Malone. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you so much.